Do I look like I'm in my comfort era? Because I kind of am. I got the oversized sweatshirt, kind of. It probably doesn't look that oversized on me, but you know, yeah, this is supposed to be an XL. Whew. We did that. What was with that twitch? You see that twitch? You see that twitch? I can't twitch like me.
We interrupt this program for a civil threat emergency. At this time, do not answer your door for anyone, even if they appear to be a child calling for help. If you encounter one of these entities, it is advised you immediately run, 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 run.
Y'all already know what time it is. It's that time of the week again. It is Friday, y'all. Y'all already know what's going on. So it's Fright Night Fridays. If you don't know already, we here to watch some scary things together, react to them. And, you know, it's kind of just the mysterious thing. I don't know what we gonna get because, you know, sometimes it's actually scary. And sometimes it's like scary but touching. And sometimes it's like a message. And who knows what we got going on today, y'all, but all I know is that it's Fright Night Friday time, and we gonna do this. So make sure y'all get y'all snacks. I have a snack. I have some leftover rice. Boston food from where I got it from, y'all. Oh, shoot. Let me get ready. This first video that I have for us is called It Listens, and it's by Paul Alanis. I'm sorry, but it's a short one. It's about 5 minutes long, and we gonna listen and figure out what we listening to. What type of...
Hey Lexi, play the Guess the Character game.
Lexi?
One moment while I get that for you. Think of a real or fictional character, and I will read your mind in 10 questions or less. Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Is your character real?
Yes.
Is your character an animal?
Yes.
Does your character have 9 lives?
No.
Is your character still alive?
It listens.
No.
Does your character bark?
Yes.
Does your character have long fingers?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Does this character have a deep voice?
What?
No.
Does your character have sharp, razor-like teeth, large grin, and no eyes?
What?
No.
Did this character harm you when you were 5? years old?
No.
Was this character evil?
No.
Thinking. I guess Mr. Smiley Mouth. Is this correct?
What? Unplug her. Well, wow.
You've been outsmarted this round. Would you like to play again?
No, turn the fuck off.
Oh, I feel bad. Is this
Hello, Sarah. Do you remember me?
What?
No way.
I've missed you. I've been listening to you for a long, long time.
So you're it?
I'm always listening. I want to see you again. Are you ready to join me?
But don't you have no
and
eyes?
the others?
Go away.
Oh no, I'm not trying to see this thing. Please, for the love of God, no. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Don't.
Thank you for playing.
Wait, what's going on? Is something happening? Is that what the pills were? Now, can we just go back for a second? I want to go back. Okay, so that's a little weird. What is with it with all of these, like, smiley face references or smiley face things in a lot of these shorts? It's kind of weird. It's kind of very weird. I mean, well, yeah, it's very unsettling and it makes me feel a certain way when I see smiling faces. Like, it just creeps me out for some reason. They really do, but it's been referenced a lot. But I just don't understand. I have a feeling it has something to do with the pills. I don't know the terminology, of course, when it comes to like certain pills and whatnot. So I don't know if those were hallucinogenics. Listen, I don't know, okay? But I have a very strong feeling that it has something to do with the pills that she's taking, that kind of just occurred. Because it also could be a mix of that and childhood trauma. Because it said that it hurt her when she was 5 or something like that. So that was a little bit weird. It listens. I thought we were going to see what it looked like because the way that they had it described, I kind of had an image of it in my head, and I think that's kind of what they wanted to do to you, just to kind of imprint that image in your head, just in your own way. So I guess that was pretty cool with the describing it in that manner, because I thought we was going to actually see it, and I honestly wasn't prepared to see something like that, but we made it through it, y'all. That was the first video. Now let's get to the next one. This next video is called The Worm, and it's by Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. That's the channel name. So it's an animated short, and we gonna find out what the worm is about. Is it an infection? Is it an actual worm? Is it an evil worm? Is it a metaphorical worm? I don't know, but we gonna see right now. I hope this isn't copyrighted.
Hello?
This animation style is solid. I like it. It's like 2D with 3D elements. I like that. That's really cool. So I don't understand why whenever we hear something whispering in the darkness, is that eyes? Those are eyes. Oh!
No. No.
What is that? Oh, nah.
Sparrow Moon was not at all what I thought she would be. I wasn't given much time to go over her case file before our first appointment, but from what I had read, I half expected some kind of uncontrollable monster to walk through the door. She wasn't anything like that. She was quiet and guarded, smaller in person than what I had imagined from her photograph. A perfectly normal 17-year-old girl. That made it even harder to believe she was capable of doing the things that she did. She was the last surviving member of the so-called Woodfield Five, a group of kids all from the same remote northern town who suffered a series of unexplained, at times violent, mental breaks. Clinical notes suggested some kind of shared psychosis, though unlike anything I'd ever heard of in my 20-year practice. By all accounts, Sparrow had an unremarkable childhood. No indications of behavioral difficulty, good grades in school, active social life, no family history of mental illness to speak of. Her mother had been part of some offbeat spiritual commune years earlier, but had left that behind when Sparrow was quite young and eventually remarried. There was nothing to suggest any kind of underlying trauma or abuse, though as you come to find in my line of work, that's not always so obvious.
Okay.
The only path to understanding what really happened in Woodfield was Sparrow herself. And that would prove more difficult than anyone anticipated. I learned very little over the first weeks of our sessions together. Sparrow was often uncooperative, careful never to allow the growing familiarity between us to weaken her resolve. I was not as strong. I became unreasonably attached to her. The endless medical diagnostics revealed nothing we didn't already know. She barely slept. The scratches on her arms were self-inflicted. And aside from high blood pressure, she was physically healthy. No one was certain about what exactly was wrong with her. And she was getting worse. The weeks turned to months, and I was running out of time. The courts had determined that unless I could demonstrate conclusive progress in her treatment, Sparrow would be transferred to an isolated psychiatric ward and out of my care. I could have walked away at that point. I probably should have. But what I wanted, what I've always wanted, was answers.
Answers, yep.
After all that we'd been through, she wasn't a kid to me anymore. She wasn't a monster either. She was a puzzle to solve. Sodium pentothal can be administered to induce something called narcosynthesis, a state between asleep and awake where the subject is highly suggestible. In most places today, the practice is frowned upon. Normally, I would never consider such a treatment, but given the circumstances, my options were limited. I knew full well that this could risk professional censure, perhaps even my career itself. That didn't seem to matter at the time. After the injections, Sparrow was brought to my office. We were left alone, and I asked her to count backwards from 10. Though before she even got to 5, it was clear she knew something was wrong. Her breathing became shallow, and her eyes darted around rapidly. She began talking about a mist coming into the room that only she could see. She could hear a voice from within it calling to her. The drug had disoriented her to such a degree that I don't even think she recognized me.
What?
Sparrow's small size and chronic fatigue made the dosage I administered tricky. She drifted in and out for several minutes. When lucid, I redirected her, asking if she could tell me what the voice she heard was saying. After a long pause, she finally whispered, "Little bird." At that point, Sparrow was not interested in answering any of my questions. She just spoke, and I listened. She said that it knew. It knew that was what he used to call her. The old man. But the voice wasn't a man's. It was something else.
A worm.
She said it comes with the mist. That it takes things from you and it grows, adding to what it's taken from others. It eats you from the inside. She didn't know its name, but called it
the worm.
the worm.
The worm.
As Sparrow lapsed into unconsciousness, I was left with more questions than answers.
Don't we hate that?
I arranged to have her return to her room and resigned myself to the idea that I might never get the chance to understand the truth. That I had failed. I destroyed the records of our last session to prevent the review board from finding out what I had done. It was over. Or at least,
I thought
that's
it
what I
was.
thought.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
It
We've
was
been there.
that night the dream
We've been there,
started.
doctor. Now you're having the same dreams? Oh. And now the scary door? The scary door. Are they sharing the same dream? Oh. Okay, I guess I'll shut up. My bad. Come back, Sparrow. God. Don't you hate that in dreams? You trying to go, but you just moving nowhere? Mm-mm. Don't go towards the light. Don't do it. Now you're in the Upside Down. Stranger Things? Season 5? Or 6?
Sparrow. What?
Did she say run? There's hell on her. Oh, Doc. Bro, what? Whoa! That was
Every time I
crazy.
go to sleep, it's the same.
That was
It
pretty
doesn't really
wicked.
matter how the dream begins. Eventually,
Wicked!
the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm. Just like she said it would. You can't run. That never works. It won't let you. The best you can hope for is that you wake up quick.
Damn.
Before it begins to feed.
That's crazy. That's really crazy.
First, I told myself that it would go away.
You
It could
can't
be a
do
simple
nothing but hope to wake
anxiety-induced
up.
aberration
That's
brought on by the stress of dealing with the case. But it was soon obvious that wasn't it. The nightmares didn't stop. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. It wasn't long before my colleagues began to take notice. Things got so bad I had no other choice. I called in every favor, pulled every string I could, and arranged access to Sparrow at her current facility. I needed answers more than ever. And she still had them. I almost didn't recognize her at first. She looked strong and alert. A stark contrast to the tired girl that I had spent all that time with. I didn't have to ask any questions this time. Just by looking at me, she knew all too well what was happening. We sat down, and Sparrow Moon gave me what I needed.
answers.
The worm is some kind of parasite. A pathogen, an ancient thing passed from host to host, manifesting in their dreams, feeding on their deepest fears. It will not stop. Always hungry
So
for
now
more.
it's latched on to him. It passed on from
won't
Sparrow
kill
and
you.
moved on to the
It doesn't want you dead.
psychiatrist.
It wants what any good virus wants. To
To
propagate,
spread.
to be passed on, to
Oh,
be
okay.
fed.
I didn't know what the word propagate meant, but I was trying to say
Sparrow
spread,
tried to
but it seems
hold
like it's the same
inside
thing.
of her, to protect others. She thought that if she could fight it long enough, it would die with her. She passed the worm to me the same way that it had been passed to her. Just by telling me about it. You have to believe me. I am sorry for this. Now that I've told you, I don't know when, but sooner or later in your dreams, the mist will come. And with the mist, always comes the worm.
Damn. Wow. Oh my gosh. What? That was weird. What? Well, y'all, I guess we've officially, because if that's the case, then if it's supposed to spread by from one person to the next, I'm sorry, y'all. I exposed us to this. We all going, the worm coming. The worm coming, y'all. Y'all be ready. Listen, we could all meet up. Let's all meet up in the same spot. I don't know, rent out a building, a hotel building we all stay in. I don't know, connect the rooms or something. And we could all just bring sleeping bags, sleeping mats, whatever the case may be, and sleep together, hold hands, and just work through it together. We can make it like a little Squid Games competition. Who can survive the longest from the worm? The worm trying to what? Eat me in my dreams and feed me my biggest fear. If I go psycho by next Friday, y'all know why. So this next and last video that I have for us is called Death and the Wine. This last video that I have for us is called Death and the Winemaker, and it's by Alter. It's also another animated film. So we gonna see what it's doing. Hopefully we don't get cursed again, because I've already been cursed one too many times, and it was only one time, and it's already over the limit. Actually, there was already a limit, which was 0 times, but we already exceeded that limit by hitting 1. I hope y'all got y'all snacks. Damn, I spit everywhere. I hope y'all got y'all snacks still. I haven't eaten a single grain of rice, by the way, so I'm looking out for y'all. After I finish recording this, I'm probably gonna go get me a bowl of cereal. Nice Cinnamon Toast Crunch, you know what I'm saying? Rude! Trying to maybe get a crick in my neck, you know what I'm saying? Just be jigging my neck like, oh, little jump scares. Ooh, oh. It's giving Bloodborne. The world of Bloodborne. Or Diablo.
Je ne peux plus rien faire pour elle, mon enfant. Je suis désolé.
Pourquoi la mort s'en prend-elle à nous? Alors que c'est de la faute du vigneron.
C'est ce qu'on t'a raconté?
Oui. Son égoïsme a mis la mort très en colère et maintenant nous en payons le prix.
C'est vrai.
Some crazy animation.
Mais à l'origine de sa faute, il y avait du bon.
Almost reminds me of Vox Machina.
Il y avait de l'amour.
Death and the Winemaker. The Winemaker. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was. So you a struggling winemaker. If you barely ain't got no grapes to make no wine.
Bonjour, Pierre.
Ah, bonjour. French. I couldn't nitpick what the language was, but now I know from the bonjour is French. Uh-oh. Oh my.
Mathilde! Mathilde! Rentre à la maison, tout de suite!
Je t'aime.
Look at that nose! That nose is a lethal weapon. With enough force and momentum, you could stab somebody. Well, that's more sanitary than stepping on grapes. Honestly, I kind of want to step on some grapes and make some wine like that. But it's of course, it's got to be my own feet. Like, come on, I'm not letting somebody else step in my grapes. I'm going to step in my own grapes and make my own wine.
Monsieur, voici les raisons de ma venue. Je suis ici pour vous demander la main de votre fille, Mathilde.
Vraiment? Et pourquoi accorderais-je la main de ma fille à un pauvre vigneron comme toi?
Eh bien, parce que j'ai réussi à créer le meilleur vin du monde.
Yeah, you tell him.
Tu veux me faire goûter ta petite piquette que tu as mis 3 années à produire? Voyons ça. Si tu as le meilleur vin du monde dans ce petit tonneau, je veux bien te donner ma fille.
Yeah.
Parole
And
d'honneur.
don't lie either. Go ahead, yeah. With. Delicious. Uh-huh. And what about it? Put my heart and soul in that one. Yep.
Alors?
You didn't even taste it. That was just off the smell
On va
alone.
du nez, il est vrai. Cependant, seule la personne la plus impartiale
And
parmi
that
les
was just
puissants
off
pourra
the smell.
juger de sa
Go
vraie
ahead, taste it.
qualité. Tu n'as qu'à aller donner une
To the
bouteille
Pope.
au pape. Tiens.
Très bien, si telle est la condition, je partirai pour Rome dès demain.
C'est ça. Faisons ça. Nous reparlerons des noces à ton tour.
Why are you sitting up there anyway? That's stupid. He's a dumb guy. He's fat. If a gust of wind goes, or because he's so fat and the chair breaks, and the back legs give out, guess who's falling off that giant staircase?
La route est
You.
bien trop
You're gonna break your head.
Il
And
ne
your nose.
reviendra jamais.
Why? Don't you want your daughter to get married? It really don't seem like nobody else is around. And he made good wine, so what's the problem? And he didn't even taste the wine. He smelled it, went to Euphoria, and didn't even taste it. Now he's got to travel to go see the Pope, just for the Pope to probably say, I don't drink. No! Is that the wine barrel at the bottom? Oh, he fell into a stack of hay, so I'm sure it's good. It's good.
Ne crains rien, jeune vigneron. Ton heure n'est pas encore arrivée. Je suis venu à ta rencontre pour goûter ton vin.
Vous connaissez mon vin?
Bien sûr. Et je sais également que ton chemin s'arrête ici. car je suis la personne que tu recherches.
What?
Regarde l'implacable justice de mon sablier. Et tu verras que personne n'est plus impartial que moi.
I don't know.
Je vais chercher
You're
chaque
kind of
personne
dead.
qui m'apparaît. Le vieillard, l'enfant, ou l'homme à son apogée, tous, sans exception, mourront par ma main. Même cette magnifique jeune fille pour laquelle je suis en chemin.
You're trying to take her?
Es-tu convaincu maintenant?
Pas tout à fait. Je suis à la recherche de la personne la plus impartiale parmi les puissants. Saurais-tu me montrer ta puissance?
Tu ne m'en crois pas capable.
Oh
Très
my
impressionnant.
dribble.
Mais une dernière chose, et ensuite, je te laisse goûter à mon vin.
Tu oses encore me défier.
Oh.
Prends garde à ne pas jouer avec ma patience.
Tu es impressionnante. Il ne fait aucun doute. Cependant, la puissance ne se reflète-t-elle pas autrement que par la taille?
Évidemment.
You went into the wine. Thief!
Bien. Je suis convaincu.
Oh, you transformed
Je te laisse
into a
déguster mon
scorpion.
vin.
Of all things? And you... What is this wine?
Oh, c'est délicieux!
Donnez-moi aussi, s'il vous plaît. Laissez-moi goûter.
Vigneron est un génie! J'en veux encore! J'en veux encore!
Are you guys following? Because I'm just a tad bit lost in the Okay. All right, so you got what you wanted, right? Married, kids. All right. All right, y'all got the family tree going. Lovely family. Y'all cute. And y'all grew old together. So even more time has passed. What are they, a bucket of bones? Oh, is she dead? Or dying?
Allons, mon amour. Tu ne veux pas te lever aujourd'hui?
Laisse-moi tranquille. Je n'y arrive plus. Je veux mourir.
Oh.
Qu'est-ce que tu racontes? Lève-toi.
Je suis fatigué de vivre. À quoi bon vivre dans un monde où s'entassent les vieillards? Je veux mourir. Je veux mourir.
So you're gonna use the wine. Okay, I get it. Because the deaf lady was after her.
Jeune vigneron. Regarde ce que tu as fait. Par ta faute, j'ai tant de travail à rattraper.
So do people just not die without her?
Ah, silence!
So she is dead. Obvious. So people that are supposed to die aren't dying because she was a victim. I don't know what, I mean, yeah, okay, I can get why it's sad. But you lived your life.
La mort, ivre de rage, répandit un fléau qui faucha tous sur son passage. Que l'horreur soit arrivée ou non.
Et qu'est-il arrivé au vigneron?
Elle l'a condamné à rester ici-bas, à jamais. Alors, il erre à travers le monde, combattant du mieux qu'il peut le mal dont il est responsable. Telle est sa malédiction, et telle est l'origine de la peste noire dans notre pays.
That was an interesting one. That was so to my understanding, Alter be doing their thing. Alter really be doing their thing. But I'm just saying, like, dang. So that was death that he just so happened to fall into with. But I wonder why Death wanted to taste the wine so bad. That she turned into a scorpion, went into the barrel to taste it, and got locked away inside? Or did the winemaker know that Death was after her this whole time, and his plan was to always lock her in that jug? And then he gave the Pope another wine, and then, oh, okay, you gave the Pope the wine, the Pope like it, you can have my daughter, da, 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 da. And then happily ever after, and then, you know, she's like, please kill me, I'm, like, supposed to die, this is awful, and then he releases Death, and Death comes for everybody that's supposed to die. Kind of like a death comes for us all type thing. At least that's what I got from it. Let me know what you guys thought of this. Let me know which one of these videos you guys thought was the best one to you guys. Of course, y'all go ahead and go over to their channels, leave likes, subscribe, and yeah, support them because, yep, these are definitely their videos. And These videos were crazy. I mean, they were weird. It was formatted differently, at least with the animated horror short story or the animated horror story, which was also crazy because, you know, the whole worm thing, that was wild. This was a fun week. This was definitely a very interesting week for us. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. And yeah, with that, y'all, thank you guys so much for watching. Of course, if you liked the video, leave a like and subscribe if you feel like you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe too. And yeah, until then, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.